J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa, that's right, Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Y'all, I hope you all are having a great week so far. Kind of humid out here in the GA, in the ATL. It's kind of humid, but, you know, the clouds are out. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? To my brother Thurston, what's going on? I shouted him out already. Stephen Pope, man, hey, Stephen, I think I'm going to go to back to 680. Love 680 and get me a show out there, man. Let's hook up, man, and do something. I hope you all are having a great week. Lisa, I've been Miss Getridge. I think I got that right. Getrid. What's going on with you? I know I messed both. I guess I messed both of your names up. Elissa, I think that's right. What's going on with y'all? Hope y'all have a great having a great show. Great show. Hope y'all have a great week. I got Lil Man in the studio with me. I had him for the last couple of days. If you can look into my eyes, if you're on Facebook Live, look into my eyes. Look into my eyes and see how tired I am. I took him to the mall and we went to that game room at Stonecrest Mall. And we had a good time out there, played around, and just enjoyed some father-son time. And got home. He won this little rocket thing that you pop up in the air. So we did that. Samantha, what's going on with you? And then we played some baseball. So, as y'all could tell, if you look into my eyes, if you're on Facebook Live, you can tell just how tired I am. Michelle is over here in the chat room. Jackie is in the chat room. Your mama said, hey, Sammy. You want to tell her hey? Say hey. Say it in the microphone. Say hey, mama. Say hey, mama. Hey. So that was the little man telling mama hey. Stop. But we are going to have a great show. We are. It's something. If you looked at the title of the show, I named it You Don't Know Me Like That. You don't know me like that. That's what we're doing. And I think y'all, if you paid attention to the post that I made last night, you kind of know where I'm going with it. I didn't put anything on Facebook today. Normally what I do is try to get what people are saying, but I'm going to use the post from last night. To, y'all can hear me in the background. I'm going to use my post from last night and use the information I got from them on this topic today. Glad you all could join us today. Shout out to everybody that's on already. Y'all are already kicking it good. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and push a song out, and then when we come back, we're going to come back with our motivational moment. You like it? If you like it, I definitely love it. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy.
I ain't gotta get up to go to the workplace. Just me and my folk in the zone. Waistline Dior, manicure, rose chrome. Stepped out for a sec, ain't coming to my phone. No matter where I'm at, the business still going on. My cousin beat in, told that boy, hold on. Then I hung up on them both when that fur came on. Feel the thunder in the baseline. Ladies free before what time? One time for the slow one. We letting everybody in from the club line. Let's go. Everybody's moving through the way. Everybody's moving through the way. Alright, bring that body up any way you want. Shake what you got all night long. Set it up, belly hanging on, and step to the back. Time to look fine, yeah. To the way,
Listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do, baby. We're on Facebook Live. You just saw Sammy just bouncing around. He was getting in the groove. I think he liked that song because he was singing. I don't even know if he know the song, but he was having his little good time. He was having his good time. So here's what we're gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna do my motivational moment. Do you remember the innocence of life? Do you remember the innocence of life? Do you remember? Yeah, he's singing. Do you remember the innocence of life? What am I talking about? Do you remember when you would get on a trampoline and just do flips or just do innocent? Life was so innocent. You wasn't bothered by getting hurt. You loved the right way. You just enjoyed life. I call that a place of the innocence of life. But when life happened to us, we began to be scared of what may happen. Not what happened, but what may happen. I believe that we all need to get back to a place where life was innocent. You weren't scared to get hurt. You wasn't scared. You weren't scared to try things, to do things. You just did them. And if whatever happened, it happened. And even I would get up and try it again. Boom, hit my head. I get up and try it again. But then I remember some years later, I already had kids, and we're on the trampoline. And my son, my oldest son, is sitting on the trampoline and doing flips like it's cool. And I'm sitting there wondering, why is this boy so easily not scared to try things? Me and his mother and his other brother, we was in a text message, and we was talking about the crazy stuff that they used to do. I remember when the movie Biker Boys had came out. And so we were sitting around, finished watching the movie at home. And my son, we go outside, and my oldest son, he gets on his bike and he goes to the top of the hill, and we used to him, come back. This time, he took his So you can imagine his mother is screaming. The neighbors are looking because we're all outside with neighbors and things like that. And so when we got to him and we got him calmed down, we asked him, son, what were you trying to, why did you jump off the bike? What were you doing? He said, I was trying to make sparks. And we were confused, like, what do you mean you was trying to make spark? He said, like they did in the movies. There was one scene in Biker Boys where he was on a motorcycle and he jumped off the motorcycle doing a motorcycle trick, but he had metal on the bottom of his shoe. The motorcycle was still going down the road and he's holding on to the motorcycle and the sparks are coming off the man's feet. And he was trying to do that. He wasn't at that moment in time, he was not scared to try. He was not afraid to do it. My motivational moment tonight for you all is this. Whatever it is that has us in a place of holding back or not living free, not living freely, remind yourself when life was innocent. Go back to your childhood when you weren't afraid to try things, when you weren't afraid to try new things. You just did it. We have to, if we're going to enjoy life, I completely understand. I say this all the time. Life happens. And we need to look under every stone. And I talked about my life and how this song is causing me to go back and realize that there are some stuff that I just didn't deal with. And because I didn't deal with it, it's causing me to slow down in other areas of my life. Matter of fact, it's causing me to not, I tell people all the time, I'm living my best life. But what I'm not doing is living my best life to the fullest. And I'm just talking about me. I'm not talking about you all. I'm not talking about anybody. People call me with their problems and things like that. And I try to tell people to live their best life. But for me, I'm talking about Jason. I'm learning. He didn't say why you do this, why, you should do this, you need to get in. He said, one, where did you lose it? Do you know where you lost it? If I were you, men, women of God, I would bid you to go back and find where you lost it. All right? That's my motivational moment for you today, because that's what I had to do. I had to go back and find where I lost it. Y'all saying my sound is going in and out. Let me check and see what that's all about. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Y'all, let's make it do what it do, baby, baby.
Yeah. Can't stop thinking about you. Last night was crazy. Can we do it again? 6 in the morning, boy, I'm so hungry. Appetite's calling, starving for you. Love me so long, you put it on me. Now I can't wait, I need a taste of you. Temperatures rise, your body is fire. So don't make me wait, I need you right here. So I'm doing 90 on the house. I hope you're ready for some more of that. Like a boomerang, 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 boomerang. Don't know how to, got that boomerang, 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 boomerang.
Lay your body right here with me, 'cause you know just what I'm gonna do. I'ma whisper in your ear and say those freaky things to you. Temperature rise, your body is fire, and I'ma give you all of this love. So come here, baby, let me drive you crazy. I hope you're ready. Come and fetch me, baby, for some more like that, girl. Boomerang, boomerang, boomerang. You know how when it feels like that, girl. Boomerang, boomerang, boomerang. Won't you hold me like your pillow, babe, so I can rock 'em by your body, sexy lady. It's going down like that. Gonna work the front to back, 'cause I am the bleed.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man. We're on Spreaker.com. Remember, on Fridays, we have our Friday night show, 7 p.m. as well. 3316 Snapfinger Road, Lithonia, Georgia. Again, that's 3316 Snapfinger Road in Lithonia, Georgia. A place called Paradise Island. Y'all want to come out there and hang out with me. It's ladies' night on Friday nights out there. If you're not bothered by cigars, come and hang with us. We kind of do the same thing like we're doing now, but we do it in front of a settings, and we're going to do more of that. We're changing, we're revamping. Let me do this before I get into the show as well. We're going to revamp a lot about the show, even the show's name. We're gonna revamp that as well. I may keep it, I may not. I'm not sure. If you have an idea on what you want to, of an idea that I can call the show, send me a Facebook, or if you have my number, send me a text. If you on my Facebook page, put it in my messenger, or you can, if you're in the chat room, and you're normally in the chat room, and even if you're listening and you never comment while you're listening, this is a good time for you to comment. And do this for me. Just throw some ideas out there at me. so that we can make some things happen. If you are on Spreaker though, I do need you all to let me know if my sound, because I got a text and I got in the chat room, Jackie said that I was going in there, and somebody also texted me and said that my sound was going in and out on Spreaker. So y'all check me with that and make sure that I'm good in that area. All right. So I named this show You Don't Know Me Like That. You don't know me like that. And what my conversation tonight is going to be on is simply that. Why do we judge people without knowing their full story? Why is it so easy for us to judge people without knowing their whole story? Matter of fact, I will put it this way. Why do we judge people knowing our own story? Why is it that we judging people knowing the things that we have gone through? How things that the good and the bad, it has shaped us into who we are today. None of us are finished. None of us are sitting around like we're a finished product. We're not. We're still growing. We're still learning. We're still evolving. We're still going through life experiences that is going to still continuously change us. It's going to change the way we think. It's going to change the way we act. It's going to change the way we respond. So why is it, and I hate to say it, I really do hate to say this, but it's a lot of our church folks. I'm going to be just open. Those are the ones that judge people the most. Why is that? When God instructed us in his word, to love each other, Darlene, what's going on down there in St. Mary's? Laura Roberts, what's going on? Lady Red, what's going on? When God has instructed us to love each other, in his word he says, thy love and kindness. With love and kindness have I drawn you. Remember, you was a wreck undone until God changed you. If you believe in the Christian point of view. But you weren't always the way you were. And here's the problem that I'm having with church folks. We decided what's a big sin and what's a small sin. I never saw once in the Bible where he said this is a big sin and this is a small sin. Now, the Bible also talks about the 7 deadly sins. But that's that's just a quick judgment on yourself when you falling into that deadly. That's a good over here on Spreaker. But there is no big something wrong. You're just doing something wrong. But when it comes to our conversation, Ladia, what's going on? Renee, what's going on? When it comes to God and dealing with our issues, he just sees it as an issue. And he does not love anybody any less because you have this sin and you have that sin. God doesn't do that. He loves us all the same. Matter of fact, it is through our issues that God shows us the depth of his love for us. And that's honestly the lesson That's honestly the lesson that we have to learn from God. How to show the depth of our love for each other by loving people the right way, by loving people without judgment, with loving people with what we call unconditional love, agape love, unconditional love. I'm going to be real honest with you. Many of us do not know how to give agape love. Around us, and watch how our spirits and our minds and our essence of who we are, our aura change if that person was to walk in the room. That's one of the things that I actually been dealing with myself lately, the last 4 or 5 days, is understanding how to deal with the past, honestly. Now, you can forgive them. You can honestly forgive them, but you at the same time you'll stop loving them at the same time. So do I rewrite that so I can read that. So do feel like there is a such thing as unconditional love. Unconditional love is a hard target to hit. It's a very hard target to hit. If y'all hear Sammy in the background, y'all can hear him repeating what I'm saying. That's why I like him around. I like him seeing me doing this. He don't get to see me preach much, but I love for him to see me in the studio and watch, because I believe that this is a gift on him, inside of him, and as well. Bobby, what's going on with you? So we have to learn how to practice loving with God's agape love, unconditional love. That's something that we have to learn to achieve. And it is it's a hard target to hit. It's a hard target to hit. But we have to struggle for that. Love. So do you feel like there is a such thing as unconditional love? Yes, I do. I really do think that it is very possible to have unconditional love. But again, it is a struggle. It is a struggle. Because when people do you wrong, you end up there. You end up not having that unconditional love. It drains you. And like we were saying in the beginning, life experiences happen. It just happens like that. And I believe this is the thing that is missing from the church. And how so many church people are. Jackie said, I think you should give him the mic. So many people are judging other folks. I think probably this month, but I know last week was Gay Pride Week or something like that. But I think it's a month-long thing. And so people was coming on. I saw so many negative posts from church folks bashing them. And then I saw also one guy was kicked out of the church because of it. No, you can't come in here. That's where let me tell y'all something. That's where they need to be. That's where they need to be at that time. They need that love. They need to feel that agape love. It's just like you get shot. But instead of going, when you get to the hospital, they said, no, you can't come in here. I'll make it real personal for us black folks. No, we can't help you because you're black. This is not the black hospital. That's what it feels like. When we aren't, because if I can equate the two together, we are spiritual doctors, or we're the spiritual hands for God. And we are the ones that's supposed to show God in church. I've seen so much hateful stuff happen in the church. I've seen a lot of hateful stuff happen in the church. I mean, mean and nasty. If y'all knew, like I said, y'all don't know me like that. And you try to, a lot of people, I get a lot of inbox messages. Why are you so hard on this? Why are you so hard on the people? Why are you so do that? I know what's going on out there. And somebody got to hold all of us accountable for who we are and what we're doing. Somebody has to teach the truth. And so when these people, these supposedly Christian, and now I can see it from a humanistic or a how do you say I don't want to use the word worldly, but I think that's the only way I could put it. I see what they're saying. Oh, they're not supposed to be singing in the choir. Or they're not supposed to be on the music team. Or they're not supposed to be, they're not supposed to be in the pulpit because of their sexual issues. Well, if you're committing fornication, and I know a whole bunch of preachers that are committing fornication and adultery. Those are two different things. People think that adultery is having sex while you're married. No, that's still fornication because you're not married to the person you having sex with. Adultery is when you break your marital vows. When you break that commitment, when you break the commitment of your marriage, that's adultery. So it's deeper than just having sex. That's an act that causes you to stop your break your commitment. So if we're gonna judge people and not allow people to not preach, not be in the pulpit, not be in the choir, not be in the music ministry, not be on the deacon board because they're homosexual, then I believe, this is me, if you're gonna hold that person to that, you now have to hold every other sin to be judged the same way. Y'all don't want to discuss that part, huh? The church don't want to discuss that part. The leaders don't want to discuss that part. If you hold a person accountable for the sin that they're doing, that you are judging is higher than the other sins. Michelle said we're all sinners and falling short of God's glory. We But instead of judging, how about this? How about we learn something about them? How about we pull them to the side, sit down and have a conversation with them? And be real with your issues with them. I put on the post after the one I wrote. I think I read y'all the post. Oh, this is the post that I put out. Let me show you the post that I put out. Or read the post that I put out. I'm so sick of judgmental church folks. So what, you have the LGBT plus in the church. We have liars, we have drunks, we have drug addicts, we have adultery, we have molesters, we have vain, self-centered people, and the list goes on, preaching every week from our pulpits. Stop calling out one fruit of sin and call out every one of them. Hypocrites should shut up and sit down. We all have sinned and come short of the glory. If I could define what sin really is this: disobeying God. On that, we had a topic on this a while ago. Sin is simply disobeying God. You can't give it a actual thing. It is the fruit. What we see is simply the fruit of disobeying God. If fornication, you disobeyed when God said don't have sex before marriage. Well, when you do have sex before marriage, now you fornicate. Well, that's the fruit of the sin. So when God looks at sin, he looks at it as sin. That's all God does. He looks at it as sin. So why are we sitting here judging people and not knowing them? We don't even know their first name. And we sit and we judge and we mishandle. And as church folk, we are making it easy for people to walk away from the church and not want to even deal with the church. We got to learn to back up off of that. That's what we're talking about. You don't even know me like that. Don't come for me when you don't even know me. Don't come for me if you don't know me. Even when the stuff that I post on my page, I have people coming for me and not realizing that a lot of the stuff that I post is designed to provoke people to get into a conversation. I tell people all the time, give me about 5-10 minutes after I made one post. I'll contradict myself in a few minutes. But that's what we have to learn how to do. Get to know the person rather than judging them off the bat. You don't know me like that. Holler at your boy. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy.
Hope you're somewhere out there daydreaming about me right now. Pray I didn't fuck up and tell you the wrong thing last night. Was it something I said? Was it something I did? Might be all in my head. It don't feel the same. Got me thinking it's really something I said. Wish that I could erase and meet you over again and act like we never met. I don't do too well at first impressions. I don't do too well at making friends. I don't do too well at first impressions. Maybe we can start over again. Hope you're not on that. If you really take the time to get to know me, you'll see, baby, something really beautiful lies underneath my wings. Was it something I said? Was it something I did? Might be all in my head. It don't feel the same. Got me thinking it's really something I said. Wish that I could erase and meet you over again and act like we never
That's actually one of my favorite songs. First Impression. First Impression is one of my favorite songs. You're listening to your boy J Mad and Little J Mad. No, I guess he's not J Mad. Sammy the Hitman. That's what I'm going to call him. Sammy the Hitman. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J Mad and Sammy the Hitman. He's over here having a whole conversation, so I asked him if he wanted the mic. He nodded his head yes, so let me see what he's going to do. Let me see if he's going to say anything, do anything. Let's see how this thing go. All right? So what you going to talk about now, Sammy? You good now? Okay, say hello. Say hello to the people then.
Hello.
All right. Say y'all have a good day. Say have a good day. Oh, you don't want to talk now. Let me put you back in your chair then. So that's the thing, y'all. That's we're talking about you don't know me like that. When did we stop? When did we stop getting to know people? When did we get to the point where we, back in the day, they would bring you into church and they would love on you. They'll make sure you had something to eat. You came in there drunk or whatever. That's real. I just remember those days when we loved on folks. Is it me? Or have we became vain as people? If they don't measure up to where we are, then they aren't any good. If they don't toe the line the way we toe the line, does it make them less to God? Does it make them less to us? And it's just real talk, real conversation. We're so busy coming for folks, for certain groups, judging them. That's all prejudice is. And we complain, especially I know a majority of my show is my black community. But don't we get upset because we've been judged, our ancestors upset because they've been judged. They were judged without even them getting to know me, to know you, to know them. And we said that it was wrong. But to sit and bash folks and tell them how evil they are, and you never sat and think about a drug addict or alcoholic. How many times do you sit down and try to figure out what's going on in their life? Why are they like that? What happened? Just like I was talking in a motivational moment. Where did you lose it? Where did you miss it? Where did you get to this point right here? How did you get to this point right here? And when we make it to a place where we can say, you know what? Let me get to know you. Let me get to learn about you without judging you, without trying to make you feel less of yourself, to make you feel as if your life is not valuable like my life is supposed to be because I carry a title. When do we go back and say, let me sit down, let's talk, let's break bread together? Instead of judging. When I was growing up, it was the first time I ever seen, being aware of. I probably saw him and just wasn't aware because I was that naive or that blind. Because I also have my best friend growing up, his name was Jeff. I didn't recognize him as a white dude. I didn't realize that he was white until I encountered an issue down in Noonan, Georgia. First time I ever encountered racism. Down there in Noonan, Georgia. And I'm trying to befriend people. And this white dude called me the N-word. Like, wait, how did we escalate right here? Even when it comes to racism, they were taught that. Those people were taught how to be that way. They were taught to hate other races. Do we ever? There's one black guy. He goes and talk to Klansmen. He sit down and have one-on-one debates and conversation, and he has about 5 or 6 Klansmen robes that they turned over to him, saying that they're not going to be racist anymore. And they gave him his Klansman robe, their Klansman robe, because he sat down and talked to them. We all, when somebody, let me tell y'all something. When somebody sit down and talk to you and listen to you, it's one thing for a person to just go in on you. And you giving everything that you want to say to them, but you never slow down and say, what about you? What happened to you? Tell me your story. When did we stop asking people to share their story? One of the things that and I've been on for a while now, ever since I left St. Louis, I'm at a point where I want to I'm going to tell my whole story. I'm going to tell my whole story because it made me who I am. I'm going to include all of the bad stuff too. See, we're too busy trying, we done made it and got a robe to wear. And now we only want to talk about the good stuff. I know what it's like to have a car repossessed. I know what it's like to have lights and water, all that stuff turned off. I've been there, done that. Got a couple of T-shirts. People see me now like, man, you just living the best life you can. You ain't got no worries in the world. So you're right. I don't have any worries in this world. I don't. I used to stress over a whole lot of stuff. I used to stress so bad over a whole lot of stuff. But I'm at a place now where I'm just loving life. Jackie just said, I think social media has had a huge impact on how people communicate and get to know each other. People will just go online and look at your pictures, our posts, and judge everything about you instead of picking up the phone and actually get to know the person. I've seen that, especially, you remember a couple of weeks where I was going crazy on my social media on different memes and posts and comments and stuff. I had a couple of ladies just come at me sideways like, what makes you think you better than, wait, hold, what? Slow down, lady. Whose birthday is it? He's over here singing happy birthday to somebody. So if it's your birthday, Sammy's singing happy birthday to you. You finished? He was wide open with happy birthday. He actually been singing all day. But you're so right, Jackie. We're so quick to judge and say, oh, that family. When it came to my last divorce, people were like, but y'all look so happy together. Y'all just look like y'all was so happy together. La da 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 da. So happy together. So happy together. But Lord have mercy if only you knew what really was going on, you would see that, look, that relationship was, it was what it was. But everybody, I mean, I still got people ask me, how's your wife? It's been a couple of years now. It's been a couple of years. We got to learn how to sit back, learn each other. These doggone, even with these doggone dating sites, those dating sites frustrate me. They do. They really do. I see y'all like, oh, you on a dating site? Yeah, I'm on a couple of dating sites. But I can't stand them, so I'm hardly ever on there. I have a profile, but I'm hardly ever on there. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I like to look at you in your face and get to know you. Because you could, like Jackie was just saying, you could tell me anything on social media. You could say anything in a text or in a messenger. But let's sit down and let me get to know you. Let me learn from you. And we'll see what's what. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J Mad. We're talking about you don't know me like that. And we have to get to a place where we have to learn to stop judging folks. I'm going to come back and we're going to do, I haven't done it in a while, but we're going to do a free your mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. We're going to come back. It's right at the 8 o'clock hour, I think. Yes, in about 4 minutes. So we're going to come back and we're going to do a free your mind moment. So if you have free your mind thoughts, you can ask me anything and everything, and I'll answer it. And it could be, well, I prefer it to be off this topic. Ask me anything off this topic, and we'll be good. All right? Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all gravy. All right, Facebook Live. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to open up the phone lines and things like that. Maybe we can have some conversation. I'll see y'all next week. I may broadcast Friday. I haven't decided yet. Every now and then I get a chance to broadcast Fridays. So we're going to see if we can do it this Friday as well. I'll talk to y'all later. You going to say happy birthday again? You got real quiet when I got quiet. I'll let you. Exactly. Take time to get to know me outside social media. Right. Hey, girl, what's going on with you, Miss Fleming? Good to have you on the show. But I'm getting ready to get off now. Not unless y'all got something that y'all want to talk about on here for a free your mind session. Y'all got something that y'all, any topic, and I would discuss it. You name the topic, I would flow.
This world keeps on turning.
Siobhan, you got anything you want to say? Any comments you want me to talk about?
Let's just be glad we had this time to spend together. There is no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head on my pillow, sweet babe. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops roll softly against my window all late at night. Make believe you love me one more time. For the good times, hey, for the good times. I'll get along, and I'm sure you'll find another. But baby, please remember, I'll be here. I'm gonna stay right here. If you should ever find you need me, yeah. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever and ever and ever and ever. There'll be time eating up the severance when you leave. For the good time, oh yeah. For the good time, lay your head, on my pillow. This is one time, girl. One time. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Oh, baby, won't you hear that whisper? Hear that whisper? Oh, the raindrops, oh, the raindrops. Blowing softly, softly against my window. All you gotta do is make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. For the good times. And here's what you ought to do is lay your head on my pillow. I just want to hold you on. Tender close to my heart.
I don't wanna be alone tonight. It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things you do. So I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Can you light the fire? I need somebody who can take control. I know exactly what I need to do, 'cause I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm
a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Stranger.
Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. I'm dancing, I'm dancing.
Dancing with a stranger.
I'm dancing, I'm
dancing with a stranger.
Dancing with a stranger.
Guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, and they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do to do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Although I only want the best, it's true. I can't believe the things I do for you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you made me do for love what I would not do. Made me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa, that's right, Alexa can make it do what it do. I was trying to give y'all enough time to see if y'all had a free your mind moment or conversation. If y'all was going to put up something for me to talk about. Let me see. Yeah, it's 8:15 now, so we went through 15 minutes of music waiting on y'all to come back and do that. So what we're going to do is go this way with it. This is my free your mind moment. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Here's what I'm thinking about. So we have the NBA Finals going on right now. And Toronto is on the verge of winning its first championship. And we got a lot of people in their feelings right now because of how Toronto is beating that tail. They brought back, and my free your mind moment is this, Game 5. They brought back KD. And KD is my dude. That's my dude right there. But he was injured, and you brought him back. Now you have re-injured it, and it's worse. And everybody is asking who was wrong. Who was wrong for this? Was it KD's fault? Was it the fans' fault? Whether it's the owner's fault? It was the coach's fault. Because coaches have to learn how to protect their players. Because players will get in their emotions and their feelings. And honestly, I think it wasn't so much as KD coming back, rather than they listening to the fans, the coaching staff and the owners and the other players upset that it's going down like this. And they brought all of that to win by 1 point. And you re-injured one of your key players who is not going to be on your team next year. So if anybody's fault it was the owners, not the owners, the coach's fault. The coach should have known that sometimes you just have to protect your players. You just have to learn to protect your players. KD should have never been on the court like that. He should have never. He should have never gotten on the court. But we'll make it. They're gonna get ready to make it happen. And when the game happens, when is that? Tomorrow night, I think it's gonna be. No, yeah, Thursday night. That was a Monday night game. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow is the game. Tomorrow's the game. Look, learn how to protect yourself. You got to protect your own money, and it's KD's fault too. KD knew he wasn't coming back to the table. He should have no, I ain't coming out. No, I'm not going out to play. But hey, But hey, it is what it is. That was my free. I had to get that off my chest. That was my free your mind moment. I'll let you boy. It's all good. It's all gravy.
Here we go, and we're rolling. We go, ready? Background and action.
Trust. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah, I don't wanna put no pressure on ya. I just wanna put a blessing on ya. Since our last undressing session, I'm not really sure if you've been checking. I'm progressing. I just heard my songs is popping out in Macedonia and even Serbia. I don't mean to burden ya. If you got a man since then, I understand. Last thing I wanna do is get you jammed, especially if he's a fan. He probably never wanna hear my shit again. And I need every single sound scan. But if you single and you down, then I'm in your town feeling for another round. I was counting down the days days. Been more patient than a Browns fan. Where that chip at? Probably on your shoulder, cause I forgot to hit back. Left you on red. Apologies I said, but often never meant. Well, that I repent for message never sent now.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. And usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? No. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. Vape's been waiting. And just as I recall, that ass is still amazing. I'm playing, baby. No, I'm saying, baby. You love it, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and pour a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, get to taking that off for me. Yeah. Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? No. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
That's a good sign.
Come through and chill.
Hey, Gooch, can I tell us some real shit? Yeah. In case my lack of reply had you catching them feelings. Know you been on my mind like Kaepernick kneeling, or police killings, or Trump saying slick shit, manipulating poor white folks because they ignorant, blind to the struggles of the ones that got the pigment. Lately I've been stressing cause it seems so malignant. I need to feel your essence in my presence if you with it. I guarantee you won't regret you did it.
Come through and chill.
Oh, no. It's such a strong connection, unlike anything I ever seen. Feels like the right direction. Cause you're next door, we love you next door. Yeah. The warmth of your affection, I feel it washing over me. You got all my attention. Cause you're next door, we love you next door. Man. It's just like paradise, and it's a beautiful design. Girl, you give me life. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman to make it keep on going when you feel like giving up. Don't ever wanna give up. That's my baby. The soul, yeah. Ain't got nothing make it feel like $1 million bucks. That's my baby. Ain't nothing like the soul. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman. a man on a mission. Cause you're next to me, love you next to me. Sometimes I make you mad, we may fuss and fight, but no matter what, we still kiss goodnight. I sleep better when you're in my arms. Cause you're next to me, love you next to me. Oh yeah. Cause baby, your love is so divine. It's just like paradise. This is my dedication to the one I love. This is my, oh baby, yeah. This is my dedication to the one I love. This is my, yeah. Nothing like the soul of a woman to make it, yeah. That's my baby. My baby, my baby, my baby. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman. Yeah. Ain't got nothing make you feel like $1 million. My baby, that's my girl. My baby, my girl. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. Oh, that's mine. No, 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 no.
That real talk, well, J Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J Mad.
Seconds, yeah, you better not stop. You got 24 seconds, can you beat the shot clock? What you waiting on, little daddy? I ain't got that much time. You seem anxious, you seem adamant, but you ain't pressed my line. Wondering why? No, you ain't shy. I'ma say bye, but I know I won't think twice. Better let go of your pride. Just do it now. Oh yeah. When that nigga pull up on me, tell that nigga baby, don't you know all of these niggas wish that they could bag that? I'm just saying, boy, you playing, you gon' let it wind down. You got 24 seconds and it's starting right now. Shot clock.
Don't sleep, you gon' miss your opportunity.
Shot clock.
Don't sleep, nigga, pick up your feet, nigga.
Shot clock.
Don't sleep, you gon' miss your opportunity. Don't sleep, nigga, pick up your feet, my nigga.
5 years of dating, tired of being patient. What the fuck you waiting for? Yeah, it's a lot of niggas hating, and I don't entertain them. But damn, you gotta give me more.
I know, and I'm really trying.
If you don't want it like me, I can think about 100 things I could be doing right now. Than wasting my time with you. Okay. Since you gotta have it your way, I'ma start that clock on you. We gon' see what's up when a nigga pull up on me. Tell the nigga baby, Don't you know all of these niggas wish that they could bag that? I'm just saying, boy, you playing, you gon' let it wind up. You got 24 seconds and it's starting right now. Shot clock. Shot clock. Shot clock.
Pick up your feet.
Shot clock.
Don't sleep. You gon' miss your opportunity.
Shot clock. Shot clock. Shot clock. 24 seconds.
Miss your opportunity.
You got 24 seconds.
Pick up your feet. Don't sleep. You gon' miss your opportunity.
You gon' miss your opportunity.
Pick up your feet.
Shot clock.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, and all the other platforms we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. We're going to close the show out with this final statement. Before we get to a place where we are judging people, matter of fact, before we even think about judging people, look in the mirror at yourself. Look at your story. Listen to your what do they call it? Your playlist. The soundtrack of your life. What is the soundtrack of your life like? Are you all good right now? Are you all bad right now? Where is your life? Are you a perfect vessel or are you an imperfect vessel? Pay attention to the soundtrack of your life. And be able and willing to change what you need to change. But then on the flip side of that, be humble enough to listen to other folks and not judge them. Just like they don't know you like that, you don't know them like that. Show love, show mercy. Through their love and kindness have they drawn me. You want real friends? Be your friend first. Learn to be a friend first. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight on Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man. I hope you all have had a great, great night. I will see you all later. No, we cut this short tonight. We will see you all later. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all Friday. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all gravy.
J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, Life After the Collar with J-Mad.